Hey there, Chad here for the AI Content Dojo. And hey, has something happened recently? Something been in the news, maybe? Actually, it was not supposed to be leaked this soon, but sometimes mistakes happen. And if you haven't heard yet, yes, Shortly has been acquired. It's been acquired by these guys, Conversion AI. So the big rumor, or not really rumor, the big news that's kind of going around in many of the groups is like, oh my god, they've been acquired and the price is higher. Yes, it is. It turns out that the previous owner, well, he kind of maintained a dangerously thin margin. Depending on the time period, he could have seen anything from thin profits to actually some losses because of it just sort of depended on us, the customers. If we had a month or something where we were really pressing hard and creating a lot of content each, all of those calls hitting up GPT-3 would, rack up the bill and ultimately, consume the operating costs and things that are necessary to also run a business. And so these prices, although in my opinion might seem a little steep compared to what they were, are reasonable to a certain degree. If you're the type of person who can take advantage of this tool and use it to enhance your productivity and get more value from it, based on whatever it is the reason that you're creating your content for, it's still worth it. Now, the next question you might have in your mind is what's going to happen to Shortly long term? If you purchase the annual plan today, are you going to be left out, later down the road? And after speaking with Conversion AI, they've told me that no, they do not plan to close down Shortly. They do plan to sort of take some of the features of Shortly and put them inside of Jarvis, inside of their own writing tool, their AI that they call Jarvis, so that the people who are inside of Conversion AI can take advantage of some of the features that Shortly had. So will it be the same experience? No, because you're going to have the Shortly experience in Shortly, that classic blank canvas that you can only find on Shortly, with all the free writing capabilities and instruct and all that kind of stuff. What you're going to find in Conversion AI, from what I know, obviously I don't work for Conversion AI, and I imagine there's things they haven't told me, but what you're going to have is the slash command, the slash instruct command, is probably going to be available inside of Conversion AI at some point. And there may be some free writing capability that sort of hits the long, what do they call it, the long form document editor inside of Conversion AI as well. Both of those are good things. If you're a Conversion AI member, probably one of the most annoying things about using the long form editor is that you have to type some words before you can get the AI to help you, and the lack of a really strong slash instruct command compared to Shortly. If you're a Shortly user, what you like is the really minimal interface, the focus on the creative writer, and the ability to kind of ask for what you want when you need it. And also that really kind of neat level of discovery inside of Shortly, right? Where, on surface, it looks like a blank canvas. You write, and then if you need some help, you hit the write for me button and the AI kicks in. Your AI assistant helps you out a little bit. But beneath the surface, there's some instruct commands and things that you can run to really kind of push the envelope and get some really unique content, or solve some of your content creation problems in really interesting ways. And that discovery leads to you finding more and more ways that you can use the tool beyond what you originally thought that you might have been able to do. And so, but that remains, and I am told all of that will remain as is for the long term. They don't plan to turn off Shortly. The price increase was something that they felt they had to do. I don't think it's totally crazy if you can still get value from the tool. The price is higher, so I understand it's going to price some people out of the tool. But if you're the type of person, whether you work for an agency of some kind or you're doing freelancing and you're making money from your writing, I believe that you can get your value from this tool. Also, if you get into Shortly now, in the future, they do plan to have some kind of I think it's June 29th. They plan to have the real announcement of when this was supposed to be announced. It got leaked a little bit early, but I believe they're going to be offering some incentive to join Conversion AI with some sort of a discount probably or something like that if you're a Shortly member already. The other thing I wanted to remind people of, if you are already a Shortly member, your existing payment structure is said to be grandfathered in and will remain for the duration of your subscription or while you remain subscribed. If you cancel your plan and you try to resubscribe, you'll get the new prices, so be careful with that. Also, if you're a follower of the AI Content Dojo and you've been following my videos and you were on the fence or on the verge of ordering Shortly, subscribing to it, but now that the price is higher, you're having second thoughts. If you join the AI Content Dojo Facebook group and you message Chris Hull, he's the Chief Operating Officer of Conversion AI, they will hook you up. They will set you up with the original price plan, and I don't know for how long. So from the time you hear this, if that's you, if you're a follower of my videos and stuff, and you just haven't quite purchased yet, get over there and immediately and do that, because that's a really nice thing for them to do for sure. And yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. So going forward, one of the nice things I think is that there could be some really interesting synergies that happen in the future between Shortly and Conversion AI. I think, of course, I have no idea, but if I was some sort of a wizard pulling the strings and hoping for the best from these tools, now that Conversion AI has them all of them under their umbrella. That includes Headline, by the way, if you don't know what that is. It's another one of the AI writers, probably one of the first. But if Headline, Conversion AI, and Shortly AI remain their own standalone products, but some kind of behind the scenes magic starts to happen with the technology to where they can start communicating with each other and doing interesting things, I think you're in a good situation where you can get some fantastic content if you wanted to be involved in Conversion AI and also Shortly. Shortly, when you wanted to do your long form writing in a nice environment, free of distractions and all that kind of stuff, and then Conversion AI if you needed your short form one-off content. Or you were kind of stitching content together in their long form editor. So, yeah, that's the news. Shortly has been acquired. That thing that I've been training everybody about for the past few months, explaining and helping you make the most of, it is still there. It's not going away. I know you're worried, you're scared. That tool that you've come to like so much, somebody else owns it, and the future of it seems kind of gray area to you, and you're not sure what's going to happen. From my conversations with them and from what they're talking about in the AI Content Dojo Facebook group, there's nothing to worry about other than the price getting a little bit higher so that they can actually cover the operating costs of Shortly. So I don't know what else to say about this. It's an interesting time. Originally, I had a little bit of a gut check too. I imagine that everybody probably did. But I'm optimistic. I think it's going to be good in the long run. It could be, depending on how the Conversion AI team does their development, and even a small tweak could change things quite a lot. And I've got some ideas. I'm going to try and help them make the most of this, and we'll see how it goes from there. And if you have any questions, of course, you can either drop them down below in the comments, or better yet, go over to the AI Content Dojo Facebook group, where we're having plenty of conversation about this topic. And I look forward to you hanging with me still. The AI Content Dojo is going nowhere. It is not specifically designed only for Shortly or for Conversion AI. I'm just scratching the surface, and there's a ton more content that needs to be produced for any variety of tools that I think are worthy of your attention And yeah, that's it. So until next time, please stay calm. Enjoy the tool while you still have it. It's going to be around for quite a while. If you're grandfathered in, congratulations. You got yourself in on a good deal. And take it easy. Catch you in the next one.